Yo, what is good? My anniversary. What is good, yo? Let's talk about that Black Clover. Um, I will not lie to you. I feel like this was one of the most missed episodes, but at the same time, to play devil advocate to what I just said, I feel like it had the right approach. It just didn't come off as I wanted it to, I guess. And I'll explain why. Um, Not only is this character like one of my favorites, as it is for a lot of other people, it felt like when we're looking at this episode and we're looking at the thing he's, pushing forward in the case of seeing someone who has a father who's, could potentially be a magic knight if he continues to work harder just by him doing what he did against fire, his, you know, uh, the element that he's supposed to be stronger than. It's not that shocking that he was able to beat it, right? Like, even when the guy had time to build up a little bit of a ace fireball in his hand, it still kind of felt underwhelmingly the same as his last attack. And that's just because these are people that don't train. They don't learn different types of, they don't get to learn different types of magic like how our magic knights do, where they can, instead of just shooting out a wave, they wind up shooting out a whole entire, uh, you know, like tiny energy balls, or uh, come up from the ground. They're just different approaches, not just a straight projectile. Um, that's where you can just see how much people have actually learned about themselves, learned about what they should be doing with their books, and that's when it starts getting scary for the people who still have a lot to learn. But yeah, I really did enjoy what we saw in this week's episode. It's just him kicking it and being himself. I felt like wasn't out of character. None of that stuff he was really doing was out of character, because we've always seen him stay and fight off people that are royalty, and guess who's dealt with royalty more than anyone? Him. So if you're going to showcase any type of, like, anything that you're better than people that believe they're above you, they're gonna come back at you with vengeance. And what did he do? He straight up lied about a magical item that he brought to the fight, couldn't control, and then after not being able to control it, he then says it was stolen from him, so it didn't look as bad that he not only took the thing and then winds up losing with it, but then he actually lost it after the battle. So it's like, you are so stupid, kid. But yeah, overall, we all knew what it was going to be at that point. Luffy, no. Which is okay, because at the start of it all, I kind of understood that he was maybe looking for something to do, right? Like, I'm not entirely sure what he could have been fully focused on, but how having him out there and having him see someone go through the exact same situation he did, it was more like a detour than an actual training or anything like that, because unfortunately I feel like the show believes he's strong enough already. This kind of tells me that even the people who are coming up with this stuff, they think he's stronger than he needs to be, right? Or that's what they're told to do. Like, don't make him any stronger. I don't have to write that into the manga, okay? If he's stronger than the one that I got, it's gonna be a problem. I'm just guessing, but it feels like they think he's right where he's supposed to be, and I think that's why this episode manifested the way it did. And that's not a bad thing. It's more or less a, why did you miss the opportunity to showcase this man becoming something much more and instead you gave us, you know, an eye-opening backstory of, yes, people are still going through exactly what he went through, and if that's the case, why not help those people better than anybody helped him? And the best part of it, he's going around taking Asta's name like it was the best name he's ever thought of for the doll. Running around saying, "You call me cool cool mass guy." um, and I think that was just another instance of understanding who truly leaves a mark on him. He does admire a lot of the Black Bulls from what he says in the case of catching up to Asta and knowing that there's people better than Asta already in there. That means if he wants to be Magic Knight, or Magic King, sorry, uh, Wizard King. I said Magic King? Shut up, Wizard King, it's going to be the ultimate test of Asta to think that he's better than everybody in the Black Bulls, right? Not even think, know proven facts, you know? So that's a huge, huge task because the person who should be Wizard King is Yami. The person that should be Wizard King, you know, is all the two captains of the flame, Crimson Knights. You know, these people that are veterans. They've been Magic Knights for years and years. You know, the person from Noel's family, right? Like, they should be the Wizard King, and that's pretty much how I'm seeing this. Is he's putting it to a point where if you aren't first, you're last, and the people that are really last are the people that can't even keep up to these peasants, right? The peasants like he is, and he wants to be better than the royals, just like how Asta's better than the royals, or at least that's what I believe. And this episode didn't increase that power; it only increased the knowledge that we have of his backstory is still happening to people, and he is willing to take the time out to help people in that case. And he didn't go too far. I mean, the kid could have really been burnt up and had like messed up, probably disfigurements if that magic item fire hit him. And it's not like that kid then picked up the magic item and tried to use it while he was running, like he did when they were all three running, and he's like, "Hey!" Just shot him with it. You know, this kid reminded me of him so much. I was like, bruh, not only did you have help, but you're still fighting. You are still jumping in. Like, chill. So that was amazing, and I'm definitely looking forward to more of his character growing. I'm guessing there's going to be a moment where he just grows throughout the main story. Maybe that's why they're saving it and not just giving him a Noel moment, you know? Like, Noel, even Chami got a little bit stronger. Even, we don't know what the heck happened to the poison guy, right? Like, he kind of he kind of didn't develop either, right? He just was like, "Oh, there are monsters that can withstand my poison. Wow." Give me a hug. Like, what did we learn about him, you know? So it's an interesting story so far, and I'm interested in their filler at this point, as long as they don't give me some weird uh you know, out of body turn into a whole different religion also. As long as they don't give me an outer body experience from the actual story and the characters that we're watching right now. For instance, they're going into Vanessa now. Like, I just don't want to go into Luck and it's Christmas and they're just hunting down a reindeer. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want something like that. But Luck, they're probably going to share a story with somebody, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to more of this. I hope you guys are having a good day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I'm your boy, the Anime G, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Oh, we can watch this. Help! Run at her. Uh. This is my video, lady. Ugh. Ugh. Ah. Get him, Luffy. Hit it. Hit. Oh my god. I missed. Let her build up my special. Build up my special. Yes. Now, it's you who falls. Luffy. You hit Luffy. He's just stunting on me. He didn't even turn it back to me. He's like, do it. Oh, because he knew I was going to miss. Wow. Poetry. But we take those. Later.